Hey guys, Luke here, and this is the season finale of the first season of The Boss. Now, the concept of this series is to try and go through as many leagues as possible and try and win as many trophies as possible, or at least, and play with many different sides, just like a real manager would. Now, this is the grand final, I should say, of the A-League, and we've made it quite comfortably, I would say. So there's the first look at the Shield, and you know what, I'm liking this presentation. This is my first look at like all the presentation of the trophy and all that sort of stuff, so it should be quite interesting. You see David Villa walking out, and it's quite a big game, this one. This is Western Sydney's third grand final in a row, and they're 3 from 3 in grand finals in terms of making it. They just haven't won one, so they'll be very desperate. I think that was Top Ball Stanley there to have the team lineups here. So we've got Redmayne in goal, Hoffman, Wheeler, Kisnorbo. Let's have a look. We've got Garuscio, we've got Duff, Madoka, Moy, Ramsey, Villa and Williams, and that's our team lineup. And in a second we'll take a look at their team lineup after just having another look at the Shield. And for some reason it's at our home ground, I suppose because we were the top side, but whatever. So look at their side. They've got Kovic, whatever his name is. Got Mullen, Spiranovic, Topper Stanley, Adeliki. Got Rocker, Polyak, Saba, Bridge, Castellan and Haliti. Now, it's a pretty good side. Obviously, if they made the grand final, it's a pretty good side. I think it should be worth noting that in the last game that we played, they actually beat us through an own goal from our goalkeeper. But in overall records, we're 2-0-1, so pretty good. But that wasn't pretty good. That was such a shit start from us. 5 minutes in, we concede to Castellans, I think his name is. He's a Dutch right mid, and they already had a Dutch right mid in Hersey in the previous seasons, but this time they brought in this dude who's very similar, quick, he's Dutch, and obviously something I'm not going to comment on. But just a really well worked goal here. He just made a nice little run there, and we didn't track it, unfortunately for us, we just didn't track it enough. See, at the last second I realised you can see me come across with Kisnorbo, I think it was, but in the end the shot was just way too good, and there's no way we're stopping that. I think Neuer would have struggled to stop that one. Just across goal, when you go from one position and try to run across and then have to dive back from where you ran, just very hard to do. So Romeo Castellan scores his first goal in the A-League, so I was quite surprised by that. But at the same time, maybe that was just the finals, I don't know. I don't think it was though. But 5 minutes later, they put in a shitty cross there. I forget who it was, but just a really shitty cross, cleaned up by Redmayne, and then David Williams takes it to one side, fake shot, backs in, and shoots and scores. Now let me point out that was not the greatest finish, but it's gone in, and that's the main thing. So we're back in it, and I think it was very important that we hit back pretty early. I mean, I'm thrilled that it happened so quickly. I'd say if we went into halftime we went into halftime 1-0 down, there would have been major problems. We just needed the belief that we could actually score a goal. Whether, if it's 2-1 down, 3-1 down, whatever, doesn't worry me. But we've got that first goal, and hopefully we can go on with it. I'm very happy if we can do that. But as I was saying before, our record against Western Sydney this season has been 2 wins for 1 loss. And then those other 2 games, they were 1-0 both games. So obviously once this game went up 1-0 to Western Sydney, I was like, oh shit. But David Villa gets on the end of that cross and hits the post, and super unlucky not to go up 2-1. I would have been happy with that. If we got that 2-1 lead, I think I probably would have just rested on that and just tried to defend potentially for the rest of the game and just hit them on the counter real hard, as we've already been doing. Like, really, this has been all us. So maybe, maybe this one all at half time, it doesn't really tell the whole game, because you're about to see a stat that they've had, just 1 shot for the 1 goal. Like, really, we're all over them. We've had 5 shots, 3 on target. The possession's pretty even. Just everything is saying that we're the better side, just not on the score sheet, which is quite frustrating. But I don't know, we just got to deal with it. But we've got another chance here. David Villa just pickpocketing Top Ball Stanley of the ball, and we really should have done better there. I don't know what the alternative was, whether we just stop, maybe cut back inside or what, but I should have done something better than that shitty shot. And then Tommy Juric, I think is his name, went pretty close there. I just bumped the mic, wow, with my nose. But yeah, he should have finished it, as should have Ramsey there. That frustrated me so much. And as you can see, if you look at the time, with the space of just, as soon as they went to go do the goal kick, I took him off for Elinga, who's the left mid from Napoli. And as Juric had another chance there to steal the game, but he doesn't. and it's 1-1 after full time. Going in extra time, we bring on Marino for Williams, and you see we had a pretty nice attack going on there, but Moy picked up an injury, and he's still on, persevering there. He goes down once again, but David Villa, he's on the ball. He'll try and take on Pajak. He doesn't, but he just gets the ball through Marino, and Marino will take a shot, but it's blocked, and a really nice block at that, because they're in trouble there. But because Norway gets a head on it, but no, it's a penalty. It's a penalty. 99 minutes in, and they give away a penalty. Now, we're going to have a look at the replays of this stuff, but I think this was very unlucky. Spirinovic, who's the Australian centre-back, I think. If you look at that, it probably was a penalty, but at the same time, a very weak one at that. But we'll definitely take it. I know at the time I was like, oh, frustrated, because we got a head to it, and it was a solid header, but just didn't look like going in, and I was super annoyed at that. But we get a chance to redeem ourselves here. David Villa, the man of the moment. Can he score another goal? Yes, he can. 2-1 up. The Golden Boot winner of this year. I think we'll find out in one of the next episodes. He scores again, does what he does best. David Villa, obviously, and you can see everybody coming and jumping on him, realizing what's just happened. They've gone up 2-1. Doesn't necessarily mean we've won the game, but you know, we're well on our way to doing that. So it was a very good penalty. Now, my tactic usually is to go straight up the middle and go up, but I decided to go different. On career mode, I try to mix it up a little bit, because the computer sometimes does save it if you just do the same every time. So you got to mix it up. And there's Redmayne, the goalkeeper, who's been pretty good for us this season. I was a little bit skeptical of him due to his rating. And there's the victory, 2-1. Goals to Villa and Williams, and their goal was from Castellans. And how disappointing for Western Sydney. If you're a Western Sydney fan, leave in the comments your thought on this. A third loss. Now, I know it's only a video game, but for real, 2 losses in a row, unlucky to Western Sydney. But here's the presentation of us winning. Just go and shake the hands. And this is my first, like I said, this is my first look at the presentation, which is very good. It's not, I don't know if this is how the A-League's actually like, but it looks to be more like the Premier League one. But in saying that, it looks really, really good. Got the A-League in the background. There's all the subs. I think David Williams wearing the bib. And Kisnorbo, who's our captain, he gets it, and he's celebrating. And I don't know if that's supposed to be me there or not. I don't know. Maybe. I don't even know what I set my dude to look as. I can't remember. But the video is going to end here. I'd like to say thank you for watching, and hopefully we can get 5 likes in this video. That would be kind of cool. Well, not kind of, be very cool. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to hit 500 soon. Now, the next episode is just going to be a wrap-up of the season, just finishing off little things, the awards, everything like that. And hopefully come back and check that out, as we have a final look at the 2014 A-League champions, or maybe it's 2015. The 2014/15 A-League champions, the Melbourne City. So, thank you for watching, guys. Bye.